Yet you're still the saddest looking fighter in camp. Why the long face?
Because we only barely got the job done. Everything else was a miserable failure. Sure, we routed the Imperial Army and forced Geralt and his mercenaries to retreat. But we let Ferdinand get away in the process. And if that wasn't bad enough, I failed to beat the Ashen Demon. Basically, we lost in nearly every way you can lose.
Wrong. You were hired to do a job, and you did it. And in the process, you've received a valuable reminder about the unique danger the Ashen Demon poses.
You're right. I can't believe one fighter could turn the tide of an entire battle like that.
Precisely. They're surely going to continue standing in our way, so do try to dig a little deeper the next time you square off.
Yeah, you're probably right. Thanks for the chat. This'll make things easier.
Good, but not enough.
I've found strength in adversity.
I must make more progress. I'm not there yet.
Did you manage to find Ferdinand and his troops?
No, but I spotted tracks that suggest they fled toward Garreg Mach.
So they've given up on the southern route and are making their way back to the Empire by circling west. It won't be easy to catch them now.
I'm just relieved that Ferdinand is still alive. I must admit, I am too.
Yeah, same here. I just wish we could have caught him, though. Knowing Ferdinand, he's gonna think the only way to redeem himself is by attacking us again.
Well, if he does, I'll just chase him away. I'll send that guy packing as many times as we need.
I'm more worried about Geralt and his mercenaries.
I'm with you on that.
Right. Ferdinand would have never escaped if Geralt's people weren't covering him. I suspect this won't be the last we see of them. We can't let their smaller numbers lull us into a false sense of security. That's a surefire way to get beaten. On the bright side, we've taken down most of what was left of the Imperial Army's invasion force. I think it's fair to say the Alliance has officially made it to the other side of this crisis. Great work, everyone.
May I ask what our next move is, my lord?
Well, as you know, the Empire is currently locked in battle with the Kingdom of Fargus. With fronts to the east and the west, the Empire's stretched thin. They've been forced to divide their army. I'd be curious to hear what my favorite mercenary thinks. What would your next move be?
As the brains of this duo, I'll take this one. The answer couldn't be clearer. Attack the enemy's homeland.
We should cross the Great Bridge of Myrden and mount an assault on Empire territory. If we move in now, we'll have a real shot at winning.
Exactly what I was thinking. We should seize the initiative and strike before the Emperor and Count Burgleys can muster a response.
I agree. They attacked us first, so we're fully justified in a retaliation. What's more, if we can claim House Burgleys' farmlands for ourselves, then the Alliance should be sitting pretty for a century to come.
Isn't Count Burgleys known for his incredible strength?
He may be Adrestia's mightiest warrior, but at the end of the day, he's still just one man. The Empire's invasion of Leicester has failed. That crack in their armor is just the opening we need to strike.
If victory means peace for the Alliance, I'm all for it. I won't lose to this Count, no matter how tough he is.
I'm sure if we don't take this opportunity, it won't be long before the Empire regroups and attacks us again. I don't approve of this at all. Surely the Alliance army is already exhausted from fighting multiple battles. So many of our soldiers are wounded. We should give them time to rest and recover.
If our attacks were to somehow fail, then the Alliance would be plunged right back into crisis. And need I remind you, the next time the Empire knocks on our metaphorical door, we will not be able to employ the same tricks again.
We won't fail. I'll handle Count Burgleys myself, and I will vanquish him.
But Holst, can you really afford to be away from our territory for so long? Elmira could strike at any moment.
My, this conversation's certainly gotten heated. Do I sense another round-table meeting in the works?
Seems like this kind of decision would need one of those conferences, huh?
That's how it goes around here, yeah. I guess we'll just have to table this discussion until then.
I've returned, Father.
Yes.
Father, between your feigned betrayal and surprise attack at the Great Bridge, your leadership in this war has been nothing short of exceptional. However, I must ask why you felt it necessary to exclude me from your plans. I could have assisted you had I only known your intentions.
No. If Deirdre had fallen, House Gloucester would have remained a loyal vassal to the Empire. There was no need for you to share the stigma of that betrayal. I wanted your hands to remain clean. You are, after all, the heir to the noble House Gloucester.
Father.
But I will tell you this. Claude von Regan is dangerous. In this matter, I allowed him to inveigle me into going along with his scheme. And what was born of this plan of his? Much of our domain became a battlefield, its citizens exposed to considerable peril.
That seems a small price to pay considering all we have gained.
An alliance leader who dismisses any amount of suffering is unfit to bear the title. I am convinced that Claude will never understand this.
Now, that is not necessarily...
Listen to me, Lawrence. I am done obeying that reckless child.
You cannot mean to secede from the Alliance.
No, of course not. I intend to yield my title.
What?
Claude may be the one to save our alliance, but I refuse to serve under him all the same. You, however, are much more adept at dealing with his particular style of leadership. Would you not agree?
You are proposing I become head of this house? Are you certain?
Lawrence, my son, I have long forced you to uphold my own ideals. That too ends today. Going forward, you shall act in accordance with your own beliefs. My only stipulation is that you never forget your duty to protect the common folk and always consider their best interests.
You have my word. I stand both honored and humbled to accept the countship of House Gloucester.
Golden Wildfire. A contest of beasts. Having struck down the Imperial Army's incursion, the Alliance sees an opportunity to launch a counter-invasion. The Round Table convenes and urges the plan to go forward. The Alliance army targets Burgley's territory, just beyond the Great Bridge. They advance to seize its fertile lands, which are protected by the Empire's Minister of Military Affairs.
Having been vested with my father's authority, I cast the vote for House Goneril. We vote yay.
And how say you, Count Gloucester?
I have decided to yield House Gloucester's seat to my son. Lawrence, you will cast your vote as the new head of our house.
Before I do, might I inquire as to the position of Count Ordelia?
Count Ordelia couldn't attend in person, so he was briefed in advance on this meeting's agenda. At which time he expressed that House Ordelia would support the opinion of the council.
Then House Gloucester will join Houses Edmund and Goneril and offer no objection. We vote yay.
Then with the approval of all houses, the Alliance will move forward with the proposal.
Huh. Duke Goneril's position came as no surprise, but I didn't expect Margrave Edmund to show so much interest in your plan.
Margrave Edmund knows an opportunity when he sees one. I'm just glad that his calculations swung in our favor.
It goes without saying, but as the leader of House Daphne, you have my full support. But I hope you understand that some of our other frontline commanders don't share my enthusiasm.
Oh, I'm well aware. I'll need to find some way to get everyone on board. The Round Table voted on our next course of action, and support for an attack on the Empire was unanimous. We need to get preparations underway.
Unanimous? I was led to believe that my father would be too busy overseeing the restoration of our territory to attend.
The Count made me his proxy, which I interpreted as a sign of support.
That's surprising. I'd heard Ordelia territory suffered greatly when the Empire invaded.
Are you sure my father has agreed to this? Our resources are limited enough as it is. I can't imagine what we could spare for an extended campaign.
Is it really a good idea to keep fighting this war?
Since Houses Ordelia and Gloucester suffered the brunt of the casualties in our previous battles, we plan to ask relatively little of them going forward. In fact, Margrave Edmund has generously agreed to raise the lion's share of the funds we'll need.
My adoptive father views this war as just another investment. He must be expecting significant returns.
And he has every right to a return comparable to his contribution. Look, this isn't something you all need to worry about. Now, Lawrence, since you're the head of House Gloucester, would you care to elaborate on your thoughts about the proposal?
Given the treachery House Gloucester has shown the Alliance as of late, I did not believe we were in any position to object to your proposal. Therefore, I chose to quietly acquiesce during the Round Table.
That so-called treachery was all part of the plan to save the Alliance. No one actually thinks your house betrayed us.
Laudable results do not erase duplicitous intent. Had the winds shifted in their favor, my father was prepared to remain with the Empire.
Yeesh. All right, let's ask someone else. What do you think, my friend?
Hasn't the decision already been made? At this point, you should be free to speak your mind.
The Imperial Army attacked the Alliance first. They need to pay for what they've done.
I agree. The Empire started this war. I say we finish it.
I just want to be clear about one thing. I'm not trying to invade the Empire because of some personal ambition. Seizing House Burgley's territory is essential to the future of the Alliance. That much won't change whether we continue to wage war with the Empire or simply need a little leverage for peace talks. This fight is about protecting our future. So I'm asking you all to lend me your strength, because I can't do this alone.
Oh, all right. I'm sure you must have agonized over this decision.
I suppose the die has been cast. What matters now is that we win.
That's true. Alright. I'll steel my resolve and fight.
This battle is for everyone in the Alliance. I'm gonna fight with all my muscles, even the ones I don't know are there.
I'm in too. And I'm not about to let Geralt and his mercenaries beat me either.
I may be the one drawing up the plans, but it's up to all of us to see them through. I know you won't let me down.